Hello again, everybody, and welcome into what is probably going to turn into, or so far has turned into, a daily live broadcast of something. And tonight, as soon as I see I get anyone in the room, I'm going to broadcast about I lost my camera, which obviously I have it back now. It only took me better part of an hour to figure it out, and honestly, I still don't have it 100% figured out. Looks like we have a viewer. Says we have a concurrent viewer. I don't know who it is. We'll find out in a minute. Maybe they'll say something in the chat room there. We'll go from there. And I'm going to give the room a couple minutes to see if we get anybody in. It would be nice to get 4 or 5 people in the room watching. I think I solved the problem. We're actually going to find out here in a minute together. In fact, I'm going to bring up my OBS. Oh, pardon me. I'm going to resize my camera. And I'm going to jump back over here to YouTube and see if the camera shrinks. It should. Yep, shows we have a concurrent. Welcome in, viewer. I'm going to be showing what happened. I lost my OBS camera, and now I have it back. I'm going to split my screen so that I can keep an eye on some things here, and at the same time I can watch OBS. So, as you see, my camera's working. Hello, it is I, Ken. If I go up here to scene number 1, it's just a blank screen. Even though, and I need to bring this down to this, even though I show, no, I don't show because I don't have that to do that. I show there's a camera attached to this scene, and there's not. And that's because I'm going to go in here and reattach a camera, and I'm going to bet you $1 to a donut when I do this. And it did not work. Actually, it did work. It puts it up here, but I can't bring it down. So we're going to start this process over again. Go into properties real quick and see that it's good. We're going to go 1920 by 1080 and hit OK. And we still don't have a camera. So I'm going to delete it. Actually, I'm going to go find the camera where I'm at, which is right there. So I did it here. I've got a review as to what I did. Well, we don't have any viewers. Must have boarded. Nope, we got a viewer back. Welcome back, viewer. Say hi in the chat room. I'll say hi back, and we'll go from there. I'm just trying to figure out why I've lost my camera. And we're going to do that by coming over here, and we're going to go into properties, into settings. We're going to see that it says default device, and it works just fine. Okay, cool. So we're going to say OK. We're now going to go try to see if we can make this work. Uh-oh.
Do you want to connect your webcam, but OBS is not recognizing it? It is recognizing it, but is not showing up a picture? Let me show you how to.
Okay, so somehow I clicked on something that took me to my other browser I've got running. So as you can see, my camera's working. I like this background. I went and found it a couple days ago, just paint dropping or steam dropping. So now I want to come into here, and I want to make my camera work in here, and I'm not sure I'm going to do that actually, because I thought I had solved it. I do everything live. I don't do anything rehearsed. Everything I do is live. So when I make a mistake, I got to own up to it. I don't know everything there is to know. This actually has this scene actually has a background of my grandchildren and my son, and that portion of it works, but for some reason the camera is not, and now it's still there. We go. There is a bit of a delay. I've noticed. I see it instantaneously, and then it takes about 15-20 seconds to jump over and be broadcasted on YouTube. So why my camera is not working is beyond me. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it again. And then I'm going to add a video capture device. I'm going to use an existing device. And I'm going to say, okay. Oh, look, I got it. I'm going to put me up here so I don't hide my beautiful granddaughter. And we'll go there. So there you go. I solved that problem again. Now I have two scenes that have my camera running. I think what I did wrong was I need to go to this scene here. Yep, this is where I'm going to be able to show you the best. Now, I apologize for what you're about to see. You're going to see a big mess. It's how this system works, and I'm not technical on it, but you'll notice there's all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17 boxes, whatever, 18, 19, 20. But if you look right here, it says Logitech C170. That's because when I was setting this up, I couldn't get the doggone camera to work unless I went in there and specified it to be a Logitech C170. So we're going to come right here and we're going to click on that. We're going to get rid of it because it don't work. It's gone. So now we're going to come down here and click on this plus. We're going to go to video capture device. We're going to go add existing, and we're going to go to video capture device. We're going to click on that. We're going to hit OK, and lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, that is, we're going to put me down here in this corner, how you resolve that problem. Now, I've been running OBS now for about 4 straight days, and I left it running because I was afraid I would lose my information. I was afraid I would lose my scenes. I was afraid I'd lose some of my backgrounds. I didn't lose any of that. What I lost was my camera. So now we're going to go in here to this one. We know it works, so we're good. The cool thing about this is if you don't want your camera to be shown, you just turn it off. You want it to be shown, you turn it on. So there's my, I can show you what I'm doing in the background. Again, I've got Logitech camera as my source. I'm going to get rid of it. Yes. I'm going to add video capture device. We're going to go add existing video capture device. And there I am once again. My lovely face, which is far from lovely, but there I am. I can put me anywhere on the scene. Who's ever watching, hopefully it's actually making the river-ish type sounds, if that's such a thing. We're going to go to the next scene, and actually on this one I had several cameras, but for right now I just want to get one camera working, and then I'm going to actually try to add a second camera. Here I am again. Just leave me up there. I don't care. So cool. That solves that problem. So now let's do this. Let's go back to my main ugly. Can actually show you. The reason I do this is I can minimize this, and then I can show you, like, if my first real decent video was on how to do a virtual machine, which is right here. I use VirtualBox on this machine. I use VMware. I did a virtual machine for my friend in Las Vegas, Ron, and I have one that I run Vegas Sony Pro in. This one's just a basic, has nothing on it computer. So this is why I use this particular scene, and I can't see anything right now because I minimized it, because if I bring me up to where I can see me, I still see we have a viewer. I really appreciate you sticking with me, but I'm going to minimize it. I'm going to close this. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to see if I can add in my second camera again. We'll plug it into the computer. You didn't hear the doot-doot from Windows 10, which I was expecting actually. So we're going to go back into OBS, and I'm going to leave it on here so that we can go into this scene here. We'll shut the slideshow off. We're going to go to plus. We're going to video capture. And we're going to call it video capture 2, because if I go down here, so video capture 2, and it is, then what you have to do is, I am going to make this messy. Then what you have to do is, as soon as this comes up, I hate the delay. I wish I could figure out why there is a delay, but there's a delay. So here in a second, it hopefully is going to, oh, it's not. You know what? Because, okay, I'll do this here. I know, and I'll show you what I did wrong. So we're going to go to this scene, and I apologize again. Nothing scripted. It's all live. It's all me. Mistakes will be made, and that's good. It just shows, you know, after all, I'm only human. So as soon as this pops, there we go. So as you can see there, that second camera popped in real quick. Now we are back to where I can show you what I want to do. So if you look right here, we're going to go add video capture. We're going to add existing because I've already added it, and it's video capture device 2. We hit OK, and there's the second camera, which I apologize for this. We're just going to temporarily put it over here and put a weight to hold it down. And the reason that that's horrible is because it's right in my light sight, so I've got to get different lighting, and I know that. Obviously, if I could do this at an angle from like there, maybe. No, that's not too bad. Or I can just have the same angle from over here, which is ridiculous because then you have the same camera angle, but you get the point. Two cameras are now running. Click over here, the little red box goes away. Click back on it. Should have a little red box come in. Hopefully it will. We'll see. And again, this was my doing. This was not a computer doing. This was not a software doing. No, the little box doesn't come in. It was my doing. I inadvertently named everything Logitech C170, and I couldn't do that. I'm finding that out. And I like to do that a lot. I explore everything. I search everything. I like to figure things out for my own. I do reach out from time to time because obviously from time to time we all need help. So with that, I'll fix the rest of my scenes offline or off streaming, and I'll be back after a bit. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment below. Look me up, Ken Stout Live, and I'm working on actually creating a real channel on whatever this is going to turn out to be. Once again, I appreciate everyone who's watched. Have a good day, have a good evening, have a good weekend. If you're in the Midwest, try to stay warm, try to stay out of the